that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. There he goes left side. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it's second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to take another shot here. This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 56 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Dancing to his left. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And out come the Dolphins now. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Jordan Cameron, he's all alone. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 13 yards there on the pickup, and the Dolphins are going to get a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Ajayi with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. And he knocks it through. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And getting a look at the Wildcat here.
Here we go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Let's go.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He's going to let it go again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play. We're able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 57 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Here's Tannehill rolling to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Now the defense heads back onto the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now Prescott. He's going to go up top again. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Fourth down, Prescott. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Bryce Butler, 31 yards. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And he fires one, but incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Cameron, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for the first. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Miami. And this will be taken at the 13. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, Elliott. He's going to get the football. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Second down, Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up second down. So second down, 3 yards to go now. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard, if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times what they're taught, just go ahead and tackle everyone that comes in your area and keep the one with the ball.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Prescott now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And now they're in the hurry up. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Back now in Miami. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the 1st down. And they're going to hold serve. The defense stops him. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Yet again, here's a Wildcat look.
Come on, let's go.
The play clock's running down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now a direct snap back to Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he's got him. It's the tight end, Cameron. A big play that time on the catch and run. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
They go play action here on first down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a first and goal.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Another Wildcat look here. We've seen this a lot. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jay Ajayi punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. They'll get 19 yards there. And that leads to a Dallas first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry out. On first and 10, Prescott going right side. He has Witten. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 9.